Hey everybody, Wendy Sellers here, the HR lady. I wanted to talk to you today about how you can use ChatGPT for human resources functions, thereby saving money. Yes, you still need an HR person, but maybe you don't need 5 HR people, or maybe you need somebody who's more experienced to run HR and people that are less experienced that will be using ChatGPT to help them out. So first of all, there are a lot of legalities around ChatGPT, and we'll see where that lies. But for right now, the biggest thing you can do to use any kind of AI, but specifically ChatGPT, is to build a chatbot, an HR chatbot that you can put on your intranet or on your website or, on your ATS system, applicant tracking system, or another HRIS system that helps your employees get answers to common questions or helps your candidates get answers to common questions. You do have to be careful, though, especially with candidates, that AI does not overreach into the ADA world and actually be discriminatory. So you can check all that out online on the ADA website. I will put some comments in this YouTube video so that you could find the links for that as well. Another thing that you can use ChatGPT for is creating policies, creating job descriptions. You do have to be very specific of what you ask ChatGPT for. So the more vague you are, the more vague of a job description, for example, you are going to get. The more specific you are in relationship to the level of engineer or customer service associate, and then the industry, the more specific information you're going to get back. That can be, for example, like I said, a job description. So if you're missing job descriptions, use ChatGPT to create the base. It's not going to be the finality, because managers and possibly senior level employees or even current employees at an entry level are going to need to help finalize those job descriptions. What you're going to use those job descriptions for that are created with the use of AI is to create questions, Q&A, for a chatbot, say, in the application system, in the interviewing process. You're going to use the job description for a scorecard for candidates, and then also for an interview scorecard / feedback card for your current employees. So you're not waiting once a year, so 11 and a half months later, to give somebody feedback. You need to be giving it to them all the time. How do you do that? You pull out their job description, which you have now created. You add company values, which are the expected behaviors in the workplace. They should be consistent amongst everybody. And then you talk to your employee about it. Imagine that, talking to your employee, giving them feedback. Other things that you can use ChatGPT for is, as I mentioned, creating policies. So you can ask very specific questions on, hey, create me a time off policy for this state or for this other state. Create me a sick time policy. Create me a disability policy. Create me a policy and a procedure. So again, very specific how you ask it. Hey, ChatGPT, create me a policy and procedure on how employees can take time off. So it's not just a policy, but it's a step-by-step guideline. Did you know also that ChatGPT can do comparisons and charts? So you have to use the word chart when you're asking it to create me a chart with the differences between an entry-level X position and a senior level X position. And then it'll quickly give you a chart that said, these are the difference between these two employees. And then you use that to say, okay, this is why this employee needs to be in this role and this employee over here needs to be in this role. How do we get this newer employee or less experienced employee on a career path plan to get to the new role? You can ask ChatGPT for that as well. Withholding all the legal documentation that's in the works, a lot of lawsuits and court cases. We don't know where it's going to end up at. But what I do say is ChatGPT is a tool that you should be using in all workspaces, but definitely in the human resources workspaces. But you should be using it as a basis of information, not as a final result, because you do need to verify that it's accurate and, of course, legally compliant for the state that you're in or that your employees are in. Wendy Sellers, the HR lady.